all the comments. So I want to make sure I see those. All right, here we go. Awesome. Let's see here. So the juicy topic today in the Energy of Your Business show is all about inspired guided action steps, intention, attraction, all those fun things. And I'm Melissa Zoske, your energy and wealth alignment business mentor, and I help entrepreneurs scale their business to 6+ figures and beyond. It's a beautiful thing by clearing your upper limit blocks, your beliefs, those things that are keeping you stuck, fears, all sorts of things in your business right now that are keeping you down. That's what I help you clear out, and we move forward to reach that scalable and sustainable business that we all desire, right? So today we're talking about the energy of business, intention, attraction, and action, and what that means. So, you hear attraction a lot. We have a lot of that talk around here these days, and it's the power, attraction's all around the power of the law of attraction, right? And how you get what you put out there. And I'm sure that many of you have heard that before about the law of attraction. You get what you put out, right? You think it into reality, basically. But sticky notes and affirmations and, mantras and all those things that you've been doing for probably quite some time just haven't been enough, right? I mean, we know that we get what we put out. We know that we attract the same vibration that we're putting out there into the universe. So why isn't it working for us? And you've probably heard me talk many times before that, we inherit more than hair and eye color from our ancestors. We inherit their beliefs, their traumas, all those things that they've went through in the past, the fears, those things that are keeping them blocked in the past are here today keeping you blocked because it's in your cells. You have these memories programmed into your cells that are creating your reality today, okay? So by working through that and understanding that, just that awareness helps you to move forward in your business. And one of my favorite things about attraction is being able to clear out with energy those things that you might be attracting that aren't so desirable now, especially into your business. So we're going to go dig a little deeper around this. So the affirmations, the sticky notes, the mantras, they aren't working, right? And go ahead and post in the comments where you are watching from. When they're not working, it's because oftentimes you aren't taking action. All right, simple. And when you think of attraction, the word action is actually in it. And the universe loves action, and specifically inspired action. Okay, so when you know how how I love tapping and intuition and taking the guided inspired action steps and being given the divine guidance to all the things that I do. It's really important when it comes to my work and when it comes to what I teach my clients how to do. It's really important that I'm always listening to my gut. I'm always listening to the sacral chakra. I'm always making sure that I am tuned in to what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And all of this with the business is basically taking the inspired guided action steps, especially with my clients, to reach 6+ figures in their business and beyond. Doesn't that sound good? But it all comes back to attraction. And again, with attraction means action. And that's the beauty of this. And that's kind of the thing that I see so many entrepreneurs missing is that action piece. And they have people telling them, they have gurus telling them, all you need to do is think it. You just sit around thinking and it'll happen. And that can happen, but most of the time you have to feel it. You have to already be feeling like it's already here before it actually happens. That emotion is already in all your cells as if it's already here. Well, how can you do that? When your subconscious already knows that when you say, I am worth $1 million, your subconscious is sitting there going, you're a liar. And when you lie to yourself, you create resistance, right? So how do you step into that feeling of as if it's already here without it already being here? Right? So part of how I do this, a big part of how I do this is with inspired action. Because when you're in the inspired action of creating your reality, of creating your business, It's as if it's already here. You're saying, I'm deciding to do this. You're saying, I'm doing this right now. And you're taking those action steps to create it. So a part of you already sees that it's already here. Does that make sense? Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you. Where are you watching from? So glad that you're here. I can't see everybody on here the way I did StreamYard today. It's kind of a blocking what I can see. But if you think this would be helpful to anybody else on this topic, please go ahead and tag them. I'd love to have more people on here. So the first thing I want you to think about is, what can you do to create this reality for your business, to create that 6+ figures? What's the first thing you can do? What's the easiest thing? This is the easiest thing. It's so overlooked so often that it's incredible, because I'm like, how come we haven't thought about that? So the first thing you want to think about is, drum roll, what is it? Your intention and goals. Okay? What are your intention and goals? I want you to think about that right now. Hi, Lalita. Nice to see you. So your intentions and goals. Just by having an intention and goal set, that awareness starts the attraction right then and there. You start calling in that thing that you are trying to create. All right? So that's the beauty of this. And it can be so simple. Doesn't that sound simple? What's your goal? What's your intentions? I want you to think about that for a second. And I want you to focus on what you want for your business, since this is all around the energy of business. I want you to focus on what you want to create in your business. Now, if you aren't in business, you can focus on other things in your life too. But today we're focusing on business, okay? I want you to think about like your end year goal for 2021, dollar signs. What is it that you want to create in your business dollar-wise? Just throw a number out there that, don't make it unbelievable. Make it something that if you stretch, you could get to. You know what I mean? You don't want to make it so far out there that your part of you freaks out and runs the opposite direction, because that's when upper limit blocks come in and keep you from actually reaching that goal. All right. So this is so much fun when you think about this. Just stretch a little bit where you're like, I don't know if I can do that, but I think I can. That's where you want to be. And then I want you to look. This is another one easy thing that you can do. I want you to look at the best income generating thing you are doing right now in your business. What creates the most money in your business? And I know you might have a lot of things coming in. You might have courses, you might have different packages, you might have, all these different things that you're doing. I want you to focus on the biggest thing that creates the most income in your business right now. Okay? The one thing that when it happens, when you sell that, you feel like, yay, it's so amazing. I want you to think about that one thing, okay? So what I look at that is, I call that the lowest hanging fruit. It's the thing that's already there, you've already done. You already are creating income with it, but you might have several other things as well. But that one thing, that big thing that if you can do a lot of those, you'll really be, hitting your marks this year, okay? So please try to dial it down to one, okay? Then I want you to think about this. So once you have that one thing, that lowest hanging fruit, I want you to think of how many of those would you need to sell in order to reach your income goal? Okay? And that's easy math. You just have this one thing. If you want to reach 6 figures, or maybe you're just going for 50,000, maybe you want to reach 200,000 this year. Whatever that is, how many of these would you have to sell to get there? And when you really start thinking about that, you start looking at your numbers and you start thinking, wow, maybe this isn't, how could I beef this up? Maybe I need to make it more, rich, more valuable. Maybe I need to make more of this thing that I'm already selling, that I'm already serving people with, and make it better. Increase the price so I can sell less to reach that goal. Right? And so you start looking at these things a little bit differently when you have that goal, that intention, that lowest hanging fruit that you're focusing on. And it makes everything else, it makes it so much easier, because, when you're looking at all the things that you've created, your courses, your one-offs, your, one session at a time, your packages, and you start putting it all together, it can be very hard to promote that all at once. And so you scatter yourself out there all over the place. And that, just like energy, you guys know that I'm into energy 100% and being energy aligned. When you scatter your focus out there with energy, you don't create the changes and the shifts that you want. The huge transformations don't happen. And so this is where I come in. This is what I help my clients do, is help them dial in to what it is that they need to be doing to create that next level business that feels aligned. It feels in tune. It feels right. Let go of overwhelm and burnout. No more. Okay? So I want you to think about how many clients or courses, if you have a course that you need to sell to reach that number again, okay? And now you have some inspiration, right? Okay, if you thought about that for a minute and you're like, okay, I need to sell 20 of these this year to reach this number. Now you have your inspiration. You're like, oh my gosh, okay, 20. Just using that as an example. I need to sell 20 of these to reach this number. This amazing number that I haven't reached yet, but I really want to reach, okay? So that's your inspiration, okay? And then you're going to take some action steps to get to that. So what action steps do you take to reach that? You guys know that inspired actions, I listen to divine guidance or I call it your inner guidance system. So it can be both, divine guidance and inner guidance system. And that's where I get that gut intuition. I get the inspiration. I open up my energy to take in whatever inspiration comes my way. It can come in the form of meditation. Oftentimes I'll be meditating. Sometimes it comes in the middle of the night. I talk about that often. 2:00 in the morning, I wake up and I'm like last night, in fact, I woke up, grabbed my phone and started writing in the notes things that I wanted to work on. In fact, I think at one time last night, I had to actually get up and go to my schedule. And I know for a fact I had to get up and go to my schedule. I think it was about 3:00 in the morning and write some stuff down in there. And it's not because my head is so full that it's disrupting my sleep. It's because I'm getting divine guidance and I'm listening. And especially if you don't have a notebook or a phone with a notepad on it next to your bed, you'll forget it by the morning. So you really need to write that stuff down. If it's during the day, I use my audio. If I'm taking a walk, I just put my audio app on my phone and I talk into it so that I can then later put it in like otter.ai and transcribe it. So it'll give me a list of things that I can be really excited about doing and take those inspired guided action steps toward. It's all it takes. It's being open and in tuned and aligned to your highest self and to God's source universe to be able to hear what you're supposed to do next and then actually do them. I always talk about the story about don't get the brick to the head. I used to get brick to the head before I'd take action steps, right? I'd get that brick to the head and it would usually take me down. My health would be down. I wouldn't be feeling good. I had all these things going on and I didn't listen and it was bad. Didn't feel good. And then I started listening to the whispers. Don't listen to the whispers, okay? Make it easy on yourself. Don't wait for the brick to the head. Your health goes down. Your finances go down when you wait for that brick. It makes you hit rock bottom sometimes. That's not where you want to be. You want to be in the inspired action, the alignment, okay? And so that's where I'm here with you today to help you not get the old brick to the head, but to really step into alignment and take your business to that next level. So like I said, it could be during meditation in the middle of the night. It could be when you're doing energy work. A lot of times when I'm doing my quantum key method, I will feel into that energy and all of a sudden I'll get these downloads and I'm like, wow. And sometimes it drives me crazy because it's right in the middle. I'm like, please don't forget, I mean, I don't like breaking, that peace and that energy cycle when I'm in there, but I'll get those downloads and it's beautiful. But I want you to also look for the inspiration in so-called normal daily things, okay? So normal daily things. That could be while you're watching TV. You hear something I was listening to the American Idol last night with my husband. And oh my gosh, now I can't remember what he said, but it was something about when you win. I think it was like, when you win, you win. When you lose, you learn. How is that for inspiration? That is amazing, right? That there, right there. And I already know that. But for people that aren't aware of that, They just think losing is losing. Losing is learning. There really is no losing. You're always learning something. You either get what you ask for or you learn a lot along the way so that you can then eventually get what you want, right? So I love that. So that was just on American Idol, one little nugget. You can be watching TV, you can be reading a magazine, you could have a friend call and say something that all of a sudden sparks something. It sparks that inspiration. And that's what you're looking for. So the divine looks for ways to catch your attention. And that's why I want you to listen to the whispers. The divine wants you to be in tune. If you're in tune and you're aligned, you hear it, you feel it in every cell of your body. You know the action steps that you need to take for your business to reach that 6+ figures and beyond. And you feel good doing it. You're excited. Maybe you're a little nervous sometimes, like when you're getting ready to start doing lives for the first time or really stepping up and out. You get that jittery feeling in your stomach, but that's okay. It's all part of the process. All right? So I want you to listen and don't wait for that brick to your head again. Listen and then take it and run with it. If you don't use what the inspiration, what those downloads, when they come to you, if you don't use it, the universe sends it to someone else. And remember again, the universe loves action. Okay? Remember, attraction equals action. And so it's giving you the inspiration and it's giving you the downloads, but you have to take action to get it. All right? And if you don't, and I've had this happen to so many friends and clients where they got some amazing things. I'm like, you need to run with this now. And they didn't. And then within 6 months, somebody else got that same thing. It was an incredibly different, unique idea. And so that's how it works. It's like, when one person busts through that speed limit, when they're in a race and they break the limit, then all of a sudden, maybe it went for years without anybody breaking that limit. And once one person did, all of a sudden you get 6, 7, 8 more people doing the same thing within months. It's because it's a possibility. People see it and they run with it. And that's what I want for you. So some of the things that you could be doing, I want you to think about this, and I want you to be aligned to your action every day. It's important to be consistent with what you're doing because people get to know you. Like I'm here at 12 o'clock Eastern time on Mondays. And then I come in on other times too. But you see me, you get to know me, you know I'm legit. You see that I'm on social media, on different platforms, that I have great followings. I think my business page here on Facebook has over 100,000 followers. So you know me. And you know I'm the real deal. And you know I help my clients and you know I'm successful doing it, right? That's what you need. You need to be the expert in your field. And by showing up consistently, that helps you get there, all right? That's all part of the inspiration too. So some of the things you could be doing is outreach, DMing people, just looking for people that you feel like you could help and that you could inspire. Let me get a drink here. Anybody that you feel like you could help. It could also be collaboration too, guys. I usually reach out both ways in collaboration as well as potential clients because I always go at it from a place of curiosity and always wondering, what this person is going to bring to our relationship. Because that's what it is, whether it's a client, collaboration, whatever that is, it's all a relationship. And so I always go into it with curiosity, never like, oh, I'm going to sell this. This is a dollar sign. No, I go into it feeling like, wow, where is this going to take us? And sometimes they even help me. It's pretty crazy. So you could do outreach again, DMs. You could do posts. Make some really good posts. Things that would really connect with your ideal clients. Okay? Live videos like I'm doing right now. Schedule one a week that you do at the same time. You could do Clubhouse. I've started doing Clubhouse more. Schedule that the same way. Now, if things come up in life, I know sometimes some of you are like, well, that takes my freedom away. And I know with spiritual entrepreneurs, because I felt this way too, a lot of it's around your freedom and around being able to be flexible and all that. It's not saying that you cannot ever change that if you have to. But I'm telling you right now, once you start a schedule, it feels good. At first, you're like, I feel like I'm trapped. I'm tied down. You might feel that way a little bit. But once you get it on your schedule, again, you just feel like it feels easy. You've planned it out. It's every week. You know it's there. And if something comes up, you can cancel it. Just don't make it a habit. All right. So that's what I would look at. And you always want to have a call to action with most of these things that you're doing. I mean, sometimes they're just like fun. You want to connect with your clients, kind of show them a little part of your everyday. But when you're focusing on the business and the income generating, those posts need to have some kind of call to action. There were years where I made posts thinking I was telling people I was ready to work with them. And actually, I had a friend, a peer, tell me one time, what actually are you offering? And I'm like, what do you mean? Doesn't it say? And they're like, and then I opened my eyes and I looked at it a little deeper and I was like, wow, how did I miss this? I didn't have a call to action, a CTA, where it was like, say, hey, DM me if you'd like to learn more about XYZ. So you never know. It's really fun how this can, you're just like, oh, your eyes start opening up. Just by listening to this call, your eyes start opening up and you're like, wow, okay, I can do that. You can look at what you're doing, have a call to action on those things that your intention is to create some income generating, okay? So, this is not about putting time in. So when I'm saying a call to action, this is not about when I'm saying your inspiration to reach your goal. This is not about creating a course and putting time and hours and weeks and creating a website, or sometimes months, sometimes years. But the actions that you need to take today to create some more income. What would that be for you? That's what this call is about today, creating and generating income. Now that is putting yourself out there. Again, DM, posts, live videos, stories, all those things that you could do with a call to action if you're trying to create income. Okay. So I know many of you have a lot of things that you already have in place to generate income. Okay. So, and that could be the reason why you're not making money. I know that sounds weird. I've got all these things that I've created over the years to have a small courses, mini courses, no-brainer offers, low-brainer offers, all these, the mini course, the medium course, the mama, the daddy, the baby course, whatever. You have all these things leading up to the big Mac Daddy course or program. And it's like all these things. But what happens is you've created these probably because the gurus told you that you needed to have them, right? All these gurus are saying, you need to have the baby course, then the mama course, and then the daddy course, then the Mac Daddy course. And that's how you kind of lead people up. But what happens with that when you're creating all that is you're not creating income now. And it scatters your energy. So I want you to focus today. That's what this call about is today, is focusing on your intention. Is it that you want to create some more income today? How do you attract that? The attraction, and that is in the action, in the inspired action steps, okay? So when you're doing all these things, and if I know a lot of you, you're entrepreneurs, but you're spiritual, so you got a little bit of both sides there going on, and you're doing until you're overwhelmed and you're burned out and you don't know what to do next. And you're like, I can't do this. I need to take 2 months off. And you take 2 months off, and then you come back roaring and ready to go because you got your energy all back again. And then the cycle starts again. You're working on all these courses, all these mama, baby, daddy, all these things. And you get burnt out again and the cycle continues. So that depleted and being barely able to handle those clients that you do have, right? And the tasks that need to be done because you're burnt out. It's because you're not focused. And you haven't prioritized the most needed things right now. And if you do it this way, the way I'm trying to nudge you, giving you these whispers to do, you're going to find you're going to have income coming in. And you're going to be able to then take some of that income and then use some of that money to outsource so that you're not doing those tasks, those things that you don't want to do, those things that are not in your zone of genius. Your zone of genius is either you're a coach for people, you're a healer for people, you're an inspiration to people, maybe you're a speaker. That's your zone of genius. Going up and putting ClickFunnels together is not your zone of genius. Unless that's your job. So don't let me get that wrong. But if that's your job, okay, then we'll hit that. But most of you are not. Most of you are coaches. And your zone of genius is in helping people. And so creating that income generating aspect, that piece first, and being focused on that lowest hanging fruit, like we talked about. If you didn't catch that in the beginning, go ahead and click that, or go ahead, when you start it over again, just watch the replay and you'll get it, because that's where you'll learn how to really get focused and take that inspired guided action steps. Okay. So burnout's a very real thing, guys, and that's what I don't want you to end up doing. So I'm not a big fan of spreading yourself out and doing all these things all at once. And I talk to many of you, and I know that's where you're at. I was there too, and I stayed there for years. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to be in the same place a year from now that you are today. Okay. So knowing what to do to make your business aligned with you and your life is my zone of genius, guys. So, and it's why I created the Aligned and Limitless Entrepreneur Program. Okay. This is a place where I help you dial in to where you need to be able to bring that income in starting today. Take the aligned steps that you need to starting today to get where you want to be. And then within that program, I'm going to show you how to make your program or your offer so fire focused that there will be no option but success. And that's a beautiful thing. So that my Aligned and Limitless Entrepreneur Program, it's a beautiful practice. It's a beautiful community of women that are supercharging their businesses, staying aligned, and finding their way to their 6+ figures. And it happens fast. So if you are interested in this program or talking with me, please comment below, yes, please. And I will reach out to you, or you can DM me as well. All right. This is all for you people that are really interested in taking your business to that next level, and you're tired of doing the same things over and over again and really not creating that income. Yeah, you might have a lot of courses again. You might have a lot of offers, but you really don't have the income coming in at the place where it's not lined up. What you're doing right now daily is not lined up with your income. Your energy is not aligned to your business. Your energies are not aligned to your income. And it all has to go together in order for you to create that 6+ figures and beyond. And if it's not, then you'll just stay stuck there for a year more or more, like I did. And I don't want that again. So let's do an energy alignment. Okay. So those of you that are watching the replay, this is just as powerful. I want you to focus on your intention for this week, for your business. Okay. And again, if you aren't focusing on your business and you're listening to this replay, that's okay. Just focus on whatever your intention is for this week and what you want to create. I would love for that to be a dollar sign for you. All right. So I want you to close your eyes and take some nice, easy, deep breaths in and out. And I want you to focus on what you would like to see change in your business this week. What is your intention for your business? And as you're breathing and relaxing, feeling your body, I want you to focus in on how it would be to be aligned to this intention. This intention could be increased income. It could be more clients. Maybe you have a set number of clients you'd like to bring in this week. It could be, creating an offer that would hit your income goal. And I want you to think about how that feels. And take both of your hands and tap over your heart chakra, and then pulling your hands back, just hovering them over that area, over the middle of your chest. Taking nice, easy, deep breaths, and we're asking that all known and unknown negative images, unhealthy beliefs, destructive cellular memories, and all resulting physical issues related to any blocks to you creating inspiration, intention, attraction, and action steps to your goals. We ask these be found, open, and healed by filling you with love, light, life, and truth. We also ask the full effects of this healing be increased to the highest level for your greatest good at this time, but still be gentle, easy, and quick. Tapping both hands over your forehead, the third eye chakra, and then pulling your hands back, pointing them at the middle of the forehead. And I want you to see yourself with your mind's eye in the near future having already reached this goal. It could be the end of the week, it could be the end of the month. You've created this intention, and now you are already there. This future version of you has already created this, has already called in clients, has already made the connections and completed this and reached this goal. How do you look? You have a smile on your face. You look radiant, glowing. You're happy. You are so inspired to do more because energy and energy creating creates more inspiration. It creates that excitement, that momentum, that drive to do more because you are getting that exchange of energy. Left hand tapping on the throat chakra, right hand tapping in the middle of the stomach on the solar plexus, and then pulling your hands back, just hovering them over those areas. Allowing yourself to feel at ease, allowing yourself to feel aligned to this future version of you, having already reached this goal. Your intention was strong. You took the aligned action steps needed to reach this goal. You have new clients. You have more income. You feel more at ease. You feel so aligned. And it feels amazing. Taking both hands and tapping right below the belly button on the sacral chakra and then pulling your hands back. Remembering to take nice, easy, deep breaths. Allowing light to shower down through the top of your crown chakra, the top of your head, down through every cell of your body, every organ, every gland, every dark corner of your being. This beautiful healing light clears out any beliefs, negative beliefs, upper limit blocks, any negative self-talk you have about yourself. As it's showering through all your cells, it's deleting out any of these negatives, which will help you step into this higher version of yourself to reach your goals and feel aligned while you do it. This beautiful healing light is so bright and powerful, it starts to extend out past your body several yards until it's the size of a small room. This beautiful healing light is so bright and powerful that all darkness, parasites, viruses, bacteria, any negative energy of any kind pass harmlessly by you. You are protected. You are safe. You are secure. You're supported in all ways. Tapping both hands on the crown chakra on top of your head, and then pulling your hands up over, hovering them, feeling into that collective, that universal information from God's source universe. This connection that you have at all times, 24/7, this wisdom. This is where divine guidance and intuition come in play. Being open here allows you to be open to inspiration at all times, to be open to hearing the whispers and being able to take the aligned action steps that you need to create a successful 6+ figure business and an amazing life that feels aligned and in tune with you and who you are becoming. See yourself already there. See yourself as that future version of you already having reached your goals. Step into that future version of you. Step fully into her. Taking one hand over the other and place it over your heart and use little circular motions. It doesn't matter which direction. Just allowing all these energy centers to balance and integrate with each other and process. Cross both hands over your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. And give gratitude and thanks for this healing and magnifying it and sharing it with anyone else listening to this recording. Oh, what a way to start off a Monday, right? You guys, I don't know about you, but alignment is everything. And when you are taking the aligned, guided action steps that you need to create this world that you want, to create this life, this business, doesn't just impact you. It impacts everybody around you. This energy goes out and people feel it. They're attracted to it. They're drawn to it. So every action step you take, it goes far beyond what you think. It's not just a post. It's not just a live. It's about impacting people's life. They're feeling into that energy and feeling that support and that connection. That's what's important. And I'd love to see you guys do more of that, to really step into that future version of you and already feel as if you've already reached this goal. Arlene, you are so welcome. Mercedes, you have a way to make it so clear to me. Oh, I'm so glad. And Tampa, nice to see you. Yes, guys, you are very important to me. And that's why I'm showing up every week at the same time. If you want to show up next week, 12 o'clock Eastern time, I'd love to see you guys. And if you are interested in hearing more about the Aligned and Limitless Entrepreneur, reach out to me. Of course, I'm always here in the group helping you guys out. If you have any questions, just post in the comments below. I would love to hear from you and love to hear what aha moments you had listening to this call today. All right? You guys are amazing and have a great rest of your day and a beautiful week. Let's take those inspired action steps. Take them. You can do it. Reach that goal. Bring in those clients. Reach that dollar goal so that you can actually start to outsource and do more of what you love in your business. Okay? You guys have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.